Brazilian winger Vinicius Jr. and Real Madrid have both rejected the biggest transfer offer in the history of football, according to recent reports, after turning down the Saudi heavyweight who are offering €1 billion plus in salary for a period of 5 years, which might be broken down to €350 million a year in salary. We are going to be discussing you detailedly on that in this episode as we progress. And shortly after that, we'll quickly turn our attention to the next agenda of the day, as Real Madrid rivals Atalanta in the UEFA Super Cup are likely to be without 6 of their main stars for the tie against the Merengues. We are going to be discussing you detailedly on that in this episode as we progress, so please stay tuned right up to the end. Do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Turn on your notification bells so you do not miss out on our daily Real Madrid update. Since joining Real Madrid, Vinicius Jr.'s ascension has been meteoric, having won all there is to win at club level and performing consistently in high-stake matches. The fruits of his labor have culminated in the Brazilian being a top contender for this year's Ballon d'Or. Unsurprisingly, reaching the summit of the world football has attracted significant interest from financial powerhouses in the Middle East, who consistently seek to acquire top stars from European leagues, and fanning the flames of a potential departure. Recent reports came out mentioning that Vinicius Jr. has not ruled out a potential transfer to Saudi Arabia. However, according to Jose Felix Diaz, Vinicius has turned down a staggering €1 billion offer from Saudi Arabia, which was spread over a period of 5 seasons. Saudi Arabia has put forward an offer for what would be the biggest contract in sports history. In addition, they are willing to offer Real Madrid hundreds of millions to sign him. Despite that unprecedented financial term, both Real Madrid and Vinicius Jr. have declined the proposal, which is being touted as the biggest transfer in football history. Even so, the report goes on to add that Al Ahly, the team behind these advances, are prepared to go to any length to secure the signing of the 24-year-old Brazilian forward, with the club making every possible effort to entice him. They are offering hundreds of millions to Real Madrid in their bid to acquire Vinicius. Real Madrid, for their part, have no intention of selling the Brazilian, who is contracted until 2027 with a staggering release clause set at €1 billion. It is unlikely that Saudi Arabia will secure the signing of Vinicius Jr., given his desire to continue competing at the highest level of European football. Yet, this pursuit highlights his immense value and the significant impact he has on the game. Vinicius, notably after the UEFA Champions League in London when they beat Borussia Dortmund, in front of the cameras urged President Florentino Perez to sign him a new renewal, as he said, I wish the President Florentino Perez comes across this interview and offers me a new contract. Also, the President Florentino Perez in 2022 highlighted the fact that at Real Madrid, we do not sell big players. If you want any player from us, you will have to pay the €1 billion release clause, a figure which is also inducted in Vinicius' contract. Now it is left to be seen how the future pans out for the transfer of Vinicius to the Middle East. We'll be bringing you more updates on that. Stay tuned so you do not miss out. So having discussed and concluded with that, we are now going to quickly turn our attention to the next agenda of the day, as Atalanta are likely to be without 6 players for the UEFA Super Cup tie versus Real Madrid. Real Madrid are set to begin their 2024-25 campaign a bit earlier than everyone else, as they are slated to take on Atalanta in the UEFA Super Cup final. The reigning European champions have already released their official squads for the game in Warsaw, Poland, featuring the new signing Kylian Mbappe and Endrick. Real Madrid's opponent Atalanta are having a hard time finalizing their squad, with coach Gianluigi Piero likely to miss a few players. As reported by AS, Atalanta are approaching the historic date with Real Madrid without having resolved the most complicated case of their summer, that of torn cup meanders. The Dutchman was one of the protagonists of last season for Latvia, an untouchable starter with 51 appearances, 15 goals and 7 assists. The Bergamo side were also counting on him for this season, but the midfielder had other plans. Gasperini, the head coach of Atalanta, confirmed that Cope Meanders refused to train and has decided to leave for Juventus. Despite an agreement with Juventus, the negotiation for his sale remains stalled, with a gap of almost 10 million euros between the teams. Atalanta also face other setbacks, with recently signed Nicolo Zaniolo sidelined due to tendonitis and defender Rafael Toloi out with muscle discomfort. They joined Giorgio Scalvini and Gianluca Scamacca, who are also out with serious injury issues. Additionally, forward El Bilal Toure is on the market after expressing his desire to leave following a year marred by a serious thigh injury. The absence significantly weakens Atalanta, as Gasperini admitted, making them much less competitive than the team that triumphed in the last UEFA Europa League. Real Madrid will aim to capitalize on these issues to secure their first trophy of the season in what will be their first game of the season. More updates on that will follow. Stay tuned so you do not miss out. So having discussed and concluded with that, we have now come to the end of today's interesting episode. Thanks for following us right up to the end. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Turn on your notification bells so you do not miss out on our daily Real Madrid update. See you next time, and a very big Hala Madrid to us all.